Hey, we're live.
Oh my goodness, it's Brad.
Uh,
He's here.
yeah. Yay. Hooray for us and the world and the internets.
I'm hearing a repeat in my ear. Hold on. Where's it? There
Oh,
we go. There we go.
oh,
I
okay.
I think I had like the YouTube link live on my other
Ooh,
page,
in the
just
browser.
in case we missed any. Yeah, I did a different browser, and I'm just like, I'm hearing Brad twice.
We have, by the way, everyone who is chatting in YouTube, we could put all your comments up live.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to do that just for fun right now. Look at that. Isn't that an amazing comment?
That is the best comment in the world.
What about that one?
Robyn. Hi, Tiffany.
Oh, that's who that is? Are you outing her? What if she wants to
Now,
remain anonymous?
Triforce Addict knows I know her name.
Unis.
Unis Anus.
You have any thoughts on Unis Anus?
I barely got to watch it. Like, I feel bad. But kudos to Markiplier and Ethan.
Yeah, it was interesting. I watched this post-mortem where he's explained why he did it, and it was basically just because he thought, I don't know, whether it would make it cooler and better if it was something about, like, okay, for example, like shows that go on too long, like The Blacklist, or any other show that were like, why are you still on? And you don't care about it anymore. It kind of ruins it. So I think he just wanted it to be a cool thing, and it's only really cool if it's temporary.
Yeah.
But I guarantee a lot of people downloaded, saved those videos.
Oh yeah, there's already someone who backed up their entire library.
Yeah. So it says it's been what is it, Dr. Al2K14, whatever. She says it's been 10 to 8 years since you did a podcast, which isn't technically true because we
tried years ago. Yeah.
Yes, but I did it all wrong. It was hard back then, but I sort of.
The collector of everything just donated $1.99, saying the new Inuyasha anime is the best. So Brad, basically this first episode that we're doing, we're gonna help Brad catch up with anime.
Yeah.
Did you know there's an Inuyasha sequel?
I did not know. A sequel TV series?
Yeah.
No.
Reflective Cat wants to know, how did you survive the Titan?
Where are you seeing these? Are these on the? Are you asking? Oh, because I want to pop them up there so people. Oh, look at that! It's $5. How did I survive the Titan? Is this referring to something I said in the past?
Yeah, you were in top 10 monsters of anime, and you got kidnapped by that giant Titan.
Oh, that was a while ago. I forgot that even happened. How did I survive? I'm too small. I got in between the teeth. You couldn't hit me.
But Brad, where did you come out of?
Let's not talk about that.
I was gonna say maybe the nose.
I was thinking a booger. I became a booger and got flung out.
You're like that. You're like that scene from Family Guy where they're climbing up Mount Rushmore. Peter's hanging on Abe Lincoln's nose and saying, "Hey, Lowe's, look."
That was me.
We have a $4.99 from the collector of everything.
What is this? I don't think this deserves to go up. Hello, please put my comment on the podcast. Thanks. Well, there you go. You happy now?
There you go, Animator-san. There you go. But the collector of everything says, I've been subscribed to you for 2 years. Well, thank you. Thank you for the $4.99. For only $4.99, guys. But yeah, Inuyasha has a sequel called Yashahime.
Yashahime?
And it's about his daughter, Moroha, working with Sesshomaru's twin daughters.
Oh, that's complicated. It's been a while since I watched Inuyasha.
Well, it's like with the first series, like there was always a fight between Inuyasha and his brother. So Shomaru kind of settled down over the years when he started protecting a little human girl named Rin. And when Inuyasha ended, everybody started having the babies, and now the focus is on Inuyasha's daughter and Sesshomaru's twin daughters.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna have to catch up. Has it started? Like, do I need to watch some of the old Inuyasha so I know what's going on, or they explain everything?
They kind of explain everything in the first episode, and I think the first couple of episodes are on like Crunchyroll, Viz Media's live. Everybody's got like a streaming site, I swear. I think Viz Media has a streaming site. Here in Australia, I watch it through Anime Lab. Okay, so it's up to episode 7. I still need to watch 2 through 7.
Yeah. Hold on, what is this? Hi, Robyn. How are you today? I'm watching Grave of the Fireflies. That's a great anime.
I get like the downfall of that movie, but tears.
What is this? Will you be back on the channel more often? That's the plan.
Yay! Right? Brad will be back.
Should I be saying everyone's names? I don't feel like saying everyone's names.
They want Senpai to notice them. You're their Senpai.
Reflective Cat 2.
Yee. Senpai noticed you, Reflective Cat.
Yeah. Okay, what is this? Hey, Brad, do you know that Robyn voice is a character in an anime?
You need to watch Meta Runner, Brad.
Yes, I watched all of season 1 and episode 1 of season 2.
What do you think so far?
I like it. I don't know about. I'll have to see about season 2's direction. But it is. I don't know. It's weird, but cool at the same time.
Yay!
It's what's weird is hearing your voice in a tiny little chibi caveman boy.
Crackerjack. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, Crackerjack is a little weird too. But
it was weird because they were looking for a little boy to sound American, so that's pretty much how I got the role. But the script kept saying Crackerjack because Australians don't really use their R's as much. Crackerjack, and I'm just like, Americans pronounce it cracker.
Yeah. And there was another woman. There's another voice on there that I was like, that sort of sounds like Robyn. Is she doing 2 voices? But I looked at the credits. You're only doing 1.
Like the only other character I voiced was a minor one line at the very first episode when all those people were surrounding Tari, and they're like, "Oh, you're a meta runner." There was one girl that was like, "I can't believe I'm meeting a real life meta runner."
That is pretty cool.
Like, did you recognize the voice of Masa?
I don't know people's names.
It's my husband, Brendan. Brendan voices that character.
Who's Masa, though?
The emo gamer. Don't let your emotions get the better of you, Lamar. We're MD5.
The leader guy that gets his...
Yeah.
Well...
That's spoilers.
Yeah, I was just about to do a spoiler, and then I thought maybe not. Okay. I did not know that it was his voice because I've always heard him with the Australian accent. So I had no clue. That is pretty cool.
So now you know me and Brendan are in that. And I'm also working for SMG4 as one of their staff writers.
Strawberry bunny waifu.
Oh, well.
Sorry. People just want their names up. So this SMG thing you showed me the other day, I didn't understand it at all.
It's nothing but memes.
Which I didn't get because I don't go looking for memes. I'll watch like if Jacksepticeye does memes.
It's meme time. It's meme time.
Yeah. I'll watch that, but I just can't spend all day looking at memes.
You know, like everything is just memes and audio clips, and They try to like just come up with a funny story and add as many jokes as possible. The latest one that they had was called the Simp Wars. Brad, do you know what a simp is?
A simp?
A simp. S-I-M-P.
Simple person?
Nope.
No.
I'm not sure where the term came from. PewDiePie made it pretty popular, and the term simp is someone who pledges their undying love and loyalty to one female character, even though she'll just use him or just acknowledge him a little bit, but not really give him too much attention. Like any girl that's like on Twitch and being all cutesy wootsy to the audience and be all like, oh, I just noticed you. And even though sometimes they could be a terrible girl and you try to point it out, but these guys will just pledge their undying love and loyalty to these girls. So we call them simps. Simp. And basically that episode was basically between two simps going at it each other over one girl. Called the Simple Wars.
Yeah, do I need to watch more of the episodes? Will I start getting, or how would I?
I could try to send you a few episodes if you really wanted to get to know each of the characters. Just a couple of episodes, I'll get you to know all of the characters, and then from there you can keep going.
Did they make a blue? There's like a blue Mario character or something. Is that the original thing?
The blue Mario character with the white overalls, that is the YouTuber himself, SMG4. Right. He basically just he did the whole Gmod thing, Gary's Mod, and just started animating using the program and just kept putting memes and jokes. So he just inserted himself into the show, calling him SMG4. And the blue Mario with the white overalls, that's him interacting with Mario and all these other video game characters. And there's a few original characters that he's made over the years, like Meggy, Psycho, Tari, Belle. A few Metarunner characters are in the SMG4 universe.
That's cool. Hey, somebody put up a message about the plushie. What's up with the plushie?
Okay, so
hey, why don't you bring it up on the in your Google, your thingy, so we can show it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
your browser. Okay, I'm gonna add it to the stream. There we go.
There he is.
So tell me the story of this and how this happened and what's going on, because I just discovered this a few days ago and I was like, oh, I don't have the money yet. Am I going to get it? And then I thought I lost my chance to get one. What's going on?
So basically, like I found Makeshift through another YouTuber, and they were like advertising their own plushie and say, oh, with Makeshift, you can design a plushie, advertise it for pre-order sales, and if you meet the quota, then they'll meet the plushie, which it worked better for me because a lot of other plushie companies will make you order the certain amount. Like you need to order at least 400 or 1,000 plushies and it'll cost you this much. But they'll give you the lowest price possible, but it's still a lot of money. That's like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And that's just you crossing your fingers hoping that these things will sell. So Makeshift just kind of makes it easy. Like they'll design it, they'll send you a sample, they will give you the link to sell the product, and you advertise it like crazy. And if you meet the quota, awesome. If not, they're going to make something work. What ended up happening was it says here like 400 out of 400 goal funded. Huzzah. Technically, we did not make the quota.
Okay.
What ended up happening was whatever revenue that we made selling these plushies went towards paying off the rest of the quota. And Makeshift chipped in a little bit, but they were actually pretty cool about it. So they basically had to pay this company that's making the plushies in surplus the amount to order a certain amount that the company was requesting. So long story short, they emailed me back saying, good news is we ended up paying off the rest of the quota. And I'm like, cool. Extra note, do you want 116 Sumi plushies mailed to your place? And I'm like, what?
Wow.
So yeah, even though the campaign is over, I'm going to be getting a lot of these plushies, and we're just gonna sell them, maybe have a few giveaways. I'm gonna give one to Brad because he did not know this.
Yay!
Like huzzah, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna have 116 of these little suckers in my house. So the one thing I didn't need was an army of Sumis in my house.
Yeah. So somebody said Sumi is voiced by your husband.
Yep.
That is a factual statement.
Let's see if you can hear him. Because I don't know if you were ever in a video with him, Brad.
You want me to leave you up while you're...
Oh, yeah. I'll type it in.
Okay. Because, like, you could... The autofill might start putting in hentai or something. And
that's not for YouTube.
We all know what you search for in Google.
Let's see. I think he's in...
Yeah. By the way, the Autumn Fairy, I have seen Yu Yu Hakusho. Just didn't really watch all of it.
Okay.
A little bit of it. Not really my thing, though.
So here's Brendan's voice. Can the screen share pick up the audio?
I do. You would have to switch your mic to your computer audio to do that, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, you'd have to go to the cam mic button and switch your microphone to computer audio.
I don't see computer audio. I see default communications line.
Yeah. Under mic?
A line is my Elgato sound capture.
Oh, I see. I have a special Soundflower thing that I switched to so I could put audio on there.
Okay. But basically, Sumi sounds really rough and gruff.
Can you move your microphone to the computer? Maybe we can pick it up.
It might pick you up as well.
Well, I'll just shut up.
All right. Let's see if that'll work.
I didn't expect to be requested by a patron to do a review, especially since I ain't a weeb. I've only seen a few animes, but whatever, fine. Considering Robyn has locked the liquor cabinet until I do something, man, that bitch is a lightweight. I want one for me.
Okay, headphones are back on.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the joke is he's a cute little guy that sounds like a chain smoker.
I was gonna say he sounds like he smokes cigars.
Yep. But
your husband doesn't, does he?
No, he doesn't. Let's address some of the super chat questions that came up. I don't think we answered them.
By the way, yeah, I just want to say I don't know what interspecies is. Noah Butcher.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Let's do these super chat questions first, and then I need to show him the beauty that is interspecies reviewers.
Okay, so super chat. Those are the colored ones that are popping up.
Yeah, we missed out on the collector of everything's $4.99 question about Inuyasha.
Shining. Oh, there's one about Shining. Okay. Ooh, I missed several. Oh, Cody, my brother donated $10. Oh wow, we need to do that too. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Do you think the new Inuyasha anime will have a movie? It better.
If it gets popular enough, I'm sure it will.
Yeah. I mean, always. And by the way, that's usually before I will get into. I like watching the movies and seeing if it's because there's so much anime out there. So, like with Inuyasha, I'll probably watch the movies.
Yeah. I mean, the movies were a thing of their own. That didn't really affect the main plot itself.
Yeah.
If anything, just watch Final Act because it just picks off. If you know the basics of the characters, it just picks up where it left off and just ends it in like 26 episodes.
Right. And Inuyasha is like Oh man, aren't there like hundreds and hundreds of episodes?
The first series, yeah, but it kind of sidetracked away from the manga because Rumiko Takahashi was still making the manga while the anime was going on, so they just kept adding filler after filler after filler.
Yes, I hate filler. I'm a big fan of Naruto, but I had to skip all the filler episodes, and especially when I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a part in the series where everybody's in this dream world. I didn't watch any of the dream world episodes because none of it matters. This isn't affecting the show at all. This is just not, so I hate fillers. So the point I'm trying to make is some shows have so many, like Naruto and Shippuden, and it's just so many episodes, so much to watch. When I saw how many episodes Inuyasha had, I kind of got intimidated and just couldn't commit. But I have seen.
I mean, that's how I felt when one of my Patreon requests was to review Rurouni Kenshin. I was like, cool, how many episodes? 100 and like a dozen movies. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I love the movie. I saw a couple of the movies and loved the movies. Then watched the show, and then just it wasn't the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next
Cody,
the
Cody Arthur.
That's my brother. Hey, bro. Hey, you guys. What anime is you be? No, that's not what he said. Are you guys into lately? Also, do you have any thoughts on the new VTuber Hollow Life thing? Not sure what that is. You told me
that's
something
the thing. Yeah, that's the VTuber thing where you make your own virtual anime character and use that to live stream with. We need to do that. But I think we need to find someone to make our own characters.
I'll look into. I was going to use Character Animator live maybe next time, or one of these times we go live and animate our chibis and kind of do some of the show live animated. But I'll have to specifically look at the VTuber Hollow Live thing. What does it say? How? Okay, there's like 3 questions here. Do y'all have any favorite anime YouTubers? I've been really enjoying Trash Taste. I can't answer that question because you're the only one I watch. Robyn. Do you watch anime YouTubers?
Gigook, and Nuxtaku if he counts. Nuxtaku is basically the I also watch Misty Chronexia. But yeah, Misty Chronexia, Gigook, pretty sure there's more. But I do watch Nuxtaku. He's like the troll of the anime world, but he trolls because he cares, because a lot of people have been a bit obnoxious lately when it comes to social media and how they use it, and he just like simmers them down and and he always traps them. Like he makes these thumbnails and they're just like, how dare you? And he's like, you didn't watch the video, nerds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you anyone you recommend I watch?
I think you would like Gigook. I'm trying to see like who else do I like. Trying to see like who's in my subscription feed. Let's see. As for the other question, like my favorite, an anime that I'm getting into recently, like I just finished watching a lot of JoJo, and I'm trying to read the manga for Stone Ocean, which is part 6, and we're all looking forward to that.
So I have a question. My brother said something about Gigook. He says you'd like Gigook. by the way? What the hell is Gigook?
Gigook sums up anime per season, like what to watch, what not to watch. But he also, whenever he has time, because he used to do this a lot in the past, he would make summary videos of like, Tokyo Ghoul in 5 minutes, Attack on Titan in 5 minutes. Like he would just sum up what you're watching, and it was pretty funny. Like I remember the Re:Zero one. It's like, this power, that means I can, yes. I can, yes. I can't, yes. I have no idea where I was going with this idea. Oh my God.
I watched I didn't watch season 2 of Re:Zero, but I watched season 1. I liked it.
See, Brad likes Re:Zero.
Yeah, why? You don't?
And I got bored with it.
That's what happened to me. I got bored.
Then there was Reflective Cat that gave us $5. If you don't want the extra 115 plushies, I'll buy them from you.
Oh, was that another one I put up? Where's that?
That was Reflective Cat. I think the one you have from Tim is the newest one. Yeah. I think that's our last super chat. Oh, no, there's Sega Star as well.
Oh.
So Tim is... Robyn, did you watch the Shining Time Station growing up? Was that the Thomas the Tank Engine show?
Don't know.
I barely remember hearing that song when I was a kid. Like I barely remember watching Thomas. And Brad, did you ever watch the Disney run of Doug? Did you ever watch Doug?
No.
It was a cute little cartoon series about, some awkward kid going through high school, etc., etc. The opening theme song's pretty catchy.
I don't know when this was played, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with all the things. I don't know when this happened.
There we go. Yeah. Let's do that one next.
Okay. Hi, what is it? Sega Star 7, which is a cool name. Hi, Robyn. I love your channel, and your videos are awesome and inspiring. I have a question about editing. What is a way to get clips of anime scenes? By the way, I'm just being funny. I don't think that's how you sound.
The best way to do is just, if you have DVDs, use a DVD ripping software to get your footage. But you can also find some clips on YouTube and use YouTube downloading software to download those clips. But yeah, if you can also find digital copies and they don't have those annoying tricks that like say, oh, you can't use this because this is an Apple product. I remember being so annoyed with that. Like I bought like a whole season of anime on Apple's iTunes, but it wouldn't allow me to use it for editing because it was claimed by Apple, so it could not be used on anything else. And it was just so annoying. But yeah.
Don't you torrent like everyone else? Oh, wait. I don't know what that is. I just Googled it. I heard that.
Yeah. There's maybe a thing called torrenting. I don't know. Like, it sounds illegal. I don't know if you should do it, guys.
No, probably not. But like, some people do it. They go to jail. But
this is a rough chance, Yeah. I'm trying to watch every Pokemon season and movie because I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. God help you. God bless you. But yeah, I think I have like the first 2 seasons of Pokemon, like because the store, basically the American equivalent of Best Buy. It's called JB Hi-Fi here in Australia. They had like this collector set of Pokemon episodes, and I was doing a video with Shannon years ago of Pokemon versus Pokemon Origins. And I saw Pokemon Origins for like, I think $10-15. I was just like, cool. And then I saw like the season 1, season 2 handy pack for like $30. And I'm like, double cool.
I'm looking at these interspecies reviewers comment.
Oh dear.
So is someone reviews anime called Interspecies, or the show is called Interspecies Reviewers? And are they reviewing what? I'm assuming it's anime porn.
Close enough.
Cause I'm not into that sort of thing. I don't even really like what are fan service? Yeah.
Okay, so Interspecies Reviewers is it's an interesting idea where you go into this fantasy world and you're expecting, adventure, sword fighting, they're fighting monsters. But this world is different. Like, they address each species that lives in this world, like humans, elves, angels, demons, etc., etc. And they ask the age-old question that needed to be answered: how would you screw one?
Okay.
So they basically... let me just try to get the image here. They basically have all of these brothels.
They review Monster Girl brothels? Is that what?
Basically.
So they're monster girls.
Not really monster girls. They're like fantasy creatures.
Okay. Apparently my brother has seen it.
Yeah. Because there's harpies, there's minotaurs, angels, elves, animal hybrids, gnomes, fairies. I love the episode with the fairies. They just go for the idea, and it's a lot of fun. It's a very lighthearted series. There's no one being exploited. There's only like a couple of characters being a little embarrassed because they're shy. But the ladies are offering their services and they're having fun, and the guys just talk about their experience. And the reviews are there to be all like, they're not there to shame the girls. They're there to be all like, hey, if you're into this kind of stuff, here's what it was like. And they have like multiple people going into these brothels so that each of them can give their own different perspective. Like, Krim did not have a good time in the fairy brothel because he was too big. But the other three, their sizes were not that bad. So I had like the no, I don't just read them. I just didn't want to ignore them because they paid it, and I want to give them what they paid for.
DMT Infinity. By the way, I love your what is that? It's not an icon. Your
eyeball.
Your eyeball icon. It's awesome. Okay. What is Zombieland Saga? What is Stanley Teriyaki anime I am watching for Zombieland Saga Revenge? It's too many. Zombieland is good right there, but then Zombieland Saga and then Zombieland Saga Revenge.
Zombieland Saga has nothing to do with the movie Zombieland, because Zombieland Saga is about idol singing girls that are zombies.
Okay. I do like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even though it's weird and freaky and disturbs me sometimes.
Stone Ocean's supposed to be next. That's the one with Jotaro's daughter. And then Sailor Moon Eternal Parts 1 and 2. But those got delayed because of a certain pandemic that's happening. We have a super chat question from Science the Super Ego.
Hold on. There's so many things. It's hard to find.
Welcome to YouTube livestream.
Now I get why the super chat thing exists, because yes, that's really easy to find your comment.
Seriously, like if they pay for the comments, yeah.
Is this the one you're talking about? Science the Super Ego?
Yep.
What's your thought on the Detective Pikachu live action? Hey, it's Josh! I wonder if that's my friend. Or we both knew Josh. Okay. I liked Detective Pikachu. I thought I would hate it. I didn't think it would be any good. But Ryan Reynolds is awesome. And it was pretty. And also, I like the way they ended it. And it had the potential to be really lame. But I went in thinking it was going to be terrible and I would hate it. And really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
That and Sonic. I loved both those movies. Like
I loved Sonic. I've been so afraid. Tell
Sonic.
me.
It's so good.
Really?
It is so good. Like the chemistry between Sonic and James Marsters' character is actually pretty funny. But Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman is just, or Dr. Robotnik is just, it is so good. Especially the part where he's like analyzing Sonic's his strand of hair and analyzing what kind of power it holds. And he just puts on this random song, and it's a song that it sounds recent, but it was actually, I think, sung in the 60s or 70s, called Evil Within Me, and him dancing through that song is precious. But him being Robotnik is just the cherry on top of the movie, but it is actually a pretty decent film.
Okay. I just don't want to pay like $20 to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's cheaper.
By all means, but yeah, as what Matt Hatterson said in the comments, Jim Carrey really stole the spotlight in that movie.
I mean, of course. I mean, honestly, I think it's the only reason. Well, I think it's the only reason most people are watching. It was Jim Carrey
back in his element.
Yeah.
Just being silly and goofy, but having a good time. Oh, okay. So I think Jay Fern was the one that asked that question. So Joshua Fern was the one that asked that Pikachu question. So I guess he wanted to know what your thoughts on it was.
Oh, in fact, now that I'm thinking, I want to watch it again. It was, I thought it was really good. Did we answer this already?
No, we did.
341, we did?
No, we did not.
Oh. Hey, Robyn, was there ever an anime you refused to review because of its content? By, i.e. Violent Jack. Love the show. Keep up the good work.
I mean, I keep saying if I reach 1 million subscribers, I'm going to review Boku no Pico. And I say that in confidence because it will never happen. It will never happen.
Right.
I keep losing subscribers because YouTube hates me, but like I'm almost back down to like 496. I'm almost in the 495. It's like whatever, YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna keep doing my thing, whatever. So subscribe to Anime America if you want me to watch Boku no Pico. But
there you go.
You didn't say anything about Pikachu. All right, then who was that other Josh? Anyways, Detective Pikachu and you love Sonic. I think there's been a few where I'm just like, nah, this is too dumb for me to review, or it doesn't really upset me. Like, if it's not interesting to me, I'm not going to review it. If I have some rage thoughts or happy thoughts to think about, then I'll make a quick review of it. I think there's only one where I watched the first episode and I was just like, tapped out, I'm done. No. That was Conception. I hated that so much.
Conception?
Brad, there's been an explosion of Isekai anime. Isekai is basically the main character gets transported into a magical world and they're the hero of their own story. There's been a plethora of Isekais. There's way too many Isekais.
Yeah, is that like Inuyasha?
Kind of. Like Inuyasha puts a little spin on it because that's time traveling.
And then what was that one you told me? Overlord? Is that the same?
That is an isekai, but it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but you told me, or you did a review or something.
Where they took 4 shows that were isekais. They were popular isekais, and they bunched them together, called it the Isekai Quartet, where those isekai characters got transported to a different world. So they're an isekai in another isekai. And this isekai is based in a school. So it's all of your favorite characters going to school. And it's so meta.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But Conception was one of the worst isekais I had ever seen. Where it's about a boy and his cousin getting transported to a different world. And the cousin is, for some reason, she's pregnant, but she doesn't know how. And they get transported to this world and they discover that, like, oh, you're pregnant because you're the maiden of Virgo and you have a demon sleeping inside of you. So your cousin, who's the chosen hero, has to exorcise the demon out of you. So he does by like some sort of like magic stuff. But then in order to purify her and protect her from more influences and to unlock a portal that'll save their world and take them home, he has to basically become one with every celestial zodiac maiden, including his cousin.
Yeah, okay. I'm confused, and I think that's okay.
Yeah, that first episode, I'm just like, nah, I'm out.
Jerome Schlicker says, I can't wait for a One Punch Man live action movie coming in 2023.
As long as it's nothing like the season 2 series, sure.
What's wrong with season 2? I liked
season 2 was just I don't know. It just felt a little lackluster.
Yeah, it was more action oriented.
It's like, you're there for the action. It's like, no, we were here for the comedy. That was the heart of it.
I will say too, the thing I didn't realize until I saw a YouTuber did like an analysis of the show, but they explained the metaphors in all of the, like the crab person, businessman. He was a businessman that ate too much lobster or crab or something and then became one. So there was I don't know the name of the YouTuber, but they analyzed it and explained how it's just there's so much in every episode that is like, it's not just funny or whatever. It's like a commentary on Japanese life and all kinds of serious stuff. So it's not just a comedy, it's actually commenting on real life. So I thought that was it makes One Punch Man, it gives it another layer when you realize that they're making statements. It's kind of like art in a way, but season 2 kind of got away from that more into the action, which I liked. I'm a battle anime guy. I like battle anime.
You're a shonen nerd.
Yeah. Okay, one more thing on the movies, and then we'll go to the super chat. Valerie Sparks said, did you know that there's a Powerpuff Girls anime and also that there's a Lilo and Stitch anime? So I'm assuming they're not talking about the cartoons. They mean the Japanese version?
Yeah, they made Japanese versions of those shows. Let me see. You actually remember one, because we did the A-list all those years ago, the live action one. And when we did top 10 transformations in anime, there was one for the Powerpuff Girls Z.
You want me to add your screen?
In a moment, because let's see, open image and new tab. I got to put the image.
Yeah, just tell me when you want me to put your screen up, and I click the button. Otherwise, I keep it off. I keep it off because just in case you go to something that you don't want everyone to see.
You remember them?
Yes.
From top 10 transformations of anime.
I do remember you talking about that. I did not know there was a Lilo and Stitch anime. It seems weird.
Yeah, the girl, I think like
Oh, yes, I saw. I didn't watch the show, but I saw that being advertised.
Yeah.
I have no
opinion. I think it only lasted for like 4 episodes. I watched the first episode of Powerpuff Girls Z, but I never watched Lilo and Stitch. I think it was only for like 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. I don't think I made it through a whole one. Okay, super chat. Joshua Eckenreiter. What are your thoughts on Hoshi no Kabi? Or what are your thoughts in
Is that like a Kirby anime?
American Kirby, right back at you. I personally loved it. It made me a Kirby fan and a Nintendo fan, That's sort of a reverse way to go. I feel like you need to go.
Yeah, I think that was a Kirby anime. Was that the one that was dubbed by 4Kids? And like they gave the voice of Meta Knight like a Spanish accent. 'Cause I think we talked about that in the top 10.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Worst dubs of anime, and we tagged anything from 4Kids at number 2.
Yes.
And we showed I think Austin, was it Austin or Dustin that was in that episode? I think it was Dustin. Who was like commenting on Meta Knight's Spanish accent. They turned him into a Spanish matador. Hello, my name is Meta Knight. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yes. That was weird. I never watched that.
I barely remember it. I just remember watching like Shaman King, Yu-Gi-Oh.
I watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Mostly because
their Pokemon series was better.
It's weird, but I wanted to learn how to play the game. And like in season 2, they started doing episodes that were connected to real cards and actual strategy. So I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh so I could understand the game better. Boy, I never felt more like a nerd than when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh and watching the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon. Those
were the days.
You have those moments where you know you're an adult, but you're not doing adult things, and you're enjoying them, but you feel like maybe you shouldn't.
Brad?
Yep.
There's a cat right behind you.
Oh, you didn't know I had a cat?
No.
Where did it go?
Kitty.
Oh. Its name is Jeffrey Lebowski.
Perfect.
Yeah, and he's the opposite of that. He's a menace sometimes.
He's gonna knock down your lighting. Boop.
Maybe, or burn his tail off. Oh yeah, scratch the furniture, cat. Go right ahead.
Right when you're live.
I don't want it.
Like, hey, Dad, what's up?
You still have cats, don't you?
In America, I do. Here, this apartment complex doesn't allow us to have cats.
Oh, American cats.
Like my parents still have. Thank you, Jessica. My parents still have like I think 3 cats, and these were like the cats that my mom's older cat Sweet Pea gave birth to because my sister took 2, and then we kept 1 and we gave out the others. But then when Sharon and her husband they wanted to travel the country in their RV, so they sold off everything. They got in their RV and started traveling all over the country, which was like awesome. The cats were not enjoying it, so they had to meet Mom and Dad over in like Tennessee so that they can just pick up the cats and take them back to Florida. So now all 3 of them are living happily with my mom and dad. I just want to fly over there and pet them. I miss them.
So B-Stars, what is it? Blunt Star says, "Who here is ready for B-Star season 2?" I don't know who it is that told me. Maybe it was you, but you said B-Stars is good. I was originally not gonna even check it out, but
to me, it's a darker version of Zootopia.
Right.
I think it just gets to the nitty-gritty over how complicated it all is. It's not just solve this problem and voila, you solved racism.
Oh, okay.
This one's just more like you have an idea and you have all these, dreams as a kid, and you think, oh, it's fine, we'll get along, but it's a lot more complicated. And then you get to see the nitty-gritty of the political world that they have to deal with. It's just like, well, hold up, because they have to deal with like lion mafias and black markets who feed the carnivores, and it's just like, okay, so this is a lot more complicated.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I'll definitely check that out. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And the dubbing's actually really good.
So I'm just curious because people keep saying, I think people are figuring out if they say Brad should see whatever, they'll get their question up. Because then I'm like, what is that? What is Isekai?
Well, the first episode is us helping you catch up with anime that you've been missing.
Isekai. Am I going to have to write all these down?
Maybe. Isekai Quartet is just an adorable thing. I don't think it's necessary to watch it, only if you're like fans of the shows that they're referring to. So they have Overlord, ReZero. So you're looking for the ReZero. Tanya the Evil, there's that Tanya show. And Konosuba. You need to see Konosuba. It's so good.
Don't know what that is.
It's basically a typical isekai where the main character dies, but he gets teleported to a brand new world. But what if it was directed by the guy who directs Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's basically just making fun of isekais in general, turning every isekai point upside down. I made a review of it like a long time ago, and like whenever there's like a downside, I just play the theme.
I was curious. I wanted to put this question up because you draw anime characters. Luis Morales asked, do you like anime characters with tall and round eyes or with short and sharp eyes? Mine is the former because they help emphasize expressions more easily, making both the boys and girls cute in many ways. What is your opinion, Robyn?
It depends on the theme. Like, if it's a more expressive, more emotional story, then yeah, you're going to have to go with the bigger eyes. Something that's more realistic, gritty, down to earth, dramatic, definitely go for the shorter eyes, because your concentration is on the story and how it affects the characters. But if it's more emotionally driven, then definitely go with the bigger eyes.
Yeah,
Or you just want to draw waifus.
I think that I typically don't like the bigger eyes because I've noticed that usually when they have bigger heads, smaller bodies, and bigger eyes, like looking more like chibis and cute, I tend to not like the anime so much. Because I don't know, I just like the more action, the cool.
You're the shonen, bro.
Yeah, but I also like. Here's the thing: like, you would think that I would like One Piece, but I can't stand the way it looks, like the way it's drawn. So there's just something about
that's just the artist's style,
right?
That's just how he draws his characters.
It's just nothing wrong with One Piece. I mean, I've watched some battles. I'm like, that's cool, but I just can't. I just can't get over the style. If I don't like the animation style, I just can't get into the anime, no matter how good it is. So that's usually what hooks me first. So I don't know. I just like the cooler, more. Yeah, the bigger the eyes, the more I probably. But what I usually see, like My Hero Academia, the more innocent people have bigger. I mean, I like it that the innocent people have bigger eyes, and then the more evil people have the, the smaller evil eyes.
Yeah,
that's cool. I love My Hero Academia, of course, because it's battle anime. They should just make an anime called Battle Anime.
There you go.
All right. So when are we wrapping this up? How much longer do you want to go?
Super chat.
What? I didn't mean quit
from...
now. I just wanted to know how long you want to go.
We can wrap this up soonish. Because I got a few more things to do, but if I don't know if the audience wants to go a little while longer.
Just throwing this up. Somebody likes your hair.
I got my hair. I just kept putting my haircut aside because I was always short on money, and I'm like, I'll take care of it later. But now that I got my new job, I was able to treat myself for the first time in forever. I'm like, I'm gonna get some sushi and some new clothes, and let's get a haircut.
I want sushi.
Mm.
I don't know. Somebody's. I don't know if you want to. Just putting this up. Raph A says, how much for a review of a 12-episode anime?
I can't take any requests right now unless you're a Patreon supporter and I ask you what should I review next on what am I watching. For specific reviews, I had to put that on hold because I have way too many requests to get through. The next one's supposed to be Captain Tyler, and after that, it's like 9 more that I need to get through. Like, I did not mean for the reviews to get that bad. Because I had a team. I used to have a team of reviewers, but they all had to leave for their own personal reasons. And I just looked at this list like, holy crap, how am I going to do all of that?
Yeah. Well,
especially with the requests like Rurouni Kenshin and JoJo, where the episode count is just, are you serious? Because, like, in order for me to, like, review, the request was for Diamond is Unbreakable. And I'm like, cool. That's the 4th season. So how am I supposed to know what's going on unless I watch the whole series?
We could also, now that we got this new live thing going on, we could do, like, smaller, shorter reviews where you just pop on and show clips or something and...
Yeah, like if there's like a minor thing I watch to the side, we could talk about it. The Patreon ones have to have a specific review.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. J Fern 96. Wait! Now I know for sure what I want you to review in exchange for getting me to watch Interspecies Reviewers Conception. What? They want you to review Conception? What?
He's a Patreon supporter that's been sending me a lot of gifts. I was like, well, if I have time, I'll review one anime for you. Because he's been, like, extremely generous. Just like with another fan that sends me a whole bunch of stuff named Scott.
Okay.
So Josh has been sending me a lot of stuff and being super generous, even though I keep telling him to stop. Save your money. But I told him that, like, if I have time... is there an anime you want me to review? And he couldn't really think of anything, but now he's saying Conception. And I'm saying no. No. I'm not submitting myself to that. Says the person that says they'll submit themselves to Boku no Pico. But again, that's only if I hit 1 million subs, and it's not happening.
All right. I'm looking through questions. You let me know when you want to wrap up, Robyn. I'll go as long as you want.
We'll go a little bit longer, but I gotta head out and do some errands. Gotta do a little grocery shopping and start editing my next video, which hopefully I'll get that done today. If not today, tomorrow night. It's supposed to be top 10 scariest husbandos and waifus. It's almost done. I just need to lay out the footage and export it, but it just depends on how long it'll take, because I have my new job tomorrow. It's like I'm working at my main job over at my theme park on weekends, and because the COVID regulations are dying down a little bit, then I might have to work maybe 2 days there and then 2 days at my script writing job with SMG4. So it's like I literally have like 3 days to edit. But scheduling.
Boom Prower Production says My Hero Academia is bad. Okay.
It depends on the perspective. Like, to me, it's fine. It's basic, but it's fine.
It's not great. It's not the best.
Yeah. At the same time, it did spawn a lot of pretty bad fans.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where when they thought that the author was drawing in or describing characters related to, like, World War II Nazism, I think, they were just, like, threatening the author to change the name. that's sending literal death threats, and it's just like, and that's why the hashtag I love Hirakoshi became viral.
I'm gonna take our names off.
Yeah.
It's towards the end of the show, and I'm just now taking our names off. Okay, dokie. Looking for the murder questions. Somebody, Christian Johnson said, "Did I see Attack on Titan?" Of course, yes. Every episode, one of the best animes ever. It's awesome. Love it. I guess here's a super chat. Unless you see another. Jay Fern. What's the next review gonna be, Robyn? Come on, hurry up.
Well, like Scott wanted me to like review something called Hyper Police Cat or something. Do you remember that show, Brad?
I agree with the hyper part. Police Cat's a little weird. His cats are hyper. My cat gets
basically a buddy cop anime with a cat girl.
Oh my god. Okay. Cat girls.
He wanted me to review that for his birthday, and I told him I'll do the best that I can. But there was that, and Captain Tyler, the irresponsible Captain Tyler. And also, I'm supposed to do a comparison, like an old versus new of Higurashi. To which, speaking of which, Brad, did you know Higurashi got a reboot?
What's Higurashi?
The show about the girls living in this little town, little village, and in the middle of nowhere, and they're acting all cutesy. But then, as the summer passes by, they kind of turn murderous. Like something possesses them to just start killing.
That sounds cool.
But then, like, once you get to episode 4, everything's back to normal. Everybody's alive, and it's as if everything just reset, and you're just like, hold up, what? Everyone died in the last episode. What is this? And you keep watching to figure out what the hell's going on. Brad, amuse the audience real quick. I have to run to the restroom real quick.
Amuse the audience?
Yeah. Zoom in on yourself. I'll mute my mom.
Okay.
But, you have fun. Ask Brad anything.
Okay. It says Brad watched JoJo. Yes, I've watched JoJo. Even though I'd said this earlier, it's really weird sometimes. I didn't watch it for the longest time because it looked so weird. And at first, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of I don't know if it's the anime style, but just how the characters dress. It's very, but it's okay. Flamboyant, maybe, is the way to describe it. And I mean, it's very goofy. It's silly, but then it's serious too. And then it gets really in depth on like their abilities and how they work or whatever. And I think that's why I like battle anime, because I like getting into the, okay, if you had this ability, what all could you do with it? As opposed to, I like, that's one of the reasons why I like My Hero Academia, even though there was a lot of characters that look weird to me, and like the main, a lot of it's just too much, but I like how there's a character that does, what is it? Explosions. Like the oil on the skin is flammable and he can make them explode. And so at first he's just like using them as an attack, but then he trained and learned that he could use it to fly or project himself up, and then he could use it to help boost his attacks, make his punches faster, and then he could jump up in the air and then do the explosion and then propel him into an attack. So I don't know. That's what I like about battle anime, is all the strategy and the creative ways of using abilities. And then you think, oh, that character's gonna die, and then like, well, yeah, well, now I'm really mad that got superpowers that I didn't even know I had, and then, which is cheesy and weird sometimes, but I don't know, I like it. I don't know what is this? Shimo. Does Brad know about Shimo Nita and how Australia is slowly turning into it? I'll have to ask Robyn, because I don't know what Shimo Nita is. I don't know. By the way, somebody mentioned that right, academia is what Marvel should be today. Somebody mentioned that said that Marvel had some animes, but no one remembers. I watched the Marvel animes and they were pretty cool. There's a Blade, there's a Wolverine. I think there was an X-Men. Back when G4 Tech TV, I think it was G4 was the thing. Yeah, there were Marvel animes and I liked them. They were cool. I don't know where you could watch them now. I think Disney Plus. I think I saw that they have the Marvel animes on Disney Plus. If you go looking for it, I think I saw it somewhere. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so you're just wondering. Okay, here's the next super chat. Nermia Chaos. I'm guessing Nermia Chaos. What do you think about iTunes hardly adding any anime? Robyn?
I mean, if there's no market for them, then what's the point? Because you got Crunchyroll, you got Funimation, you got Viz, you got Hulu, Netflix, Anime Live. You have all these streaming sites and Amazon Prime. There's too many streaming sites. So if they're not going to make any money selling the individual episodes, then it's honestly a good business decision to be all like, yeah, nah, let's just stop.
The Gray Mortal says, Robyn, you look like the girl for Perfect Blue. You look pretty. That's all I wanted to say. Bye.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like Perfect Blue, yeah, I kind of look like her.
I still haven't. I'm upset with myself that I still haven't seen it. Back when I was obsessed with anime when I was younger, when I first got into it, because Akira blew my mind. I kept seeing Perfect Blue on the Blockbuster shelves, but I would read the description. It says that's about a woman who's in the movie industry, and I'm like, I want something interesting or exciting. I don't want drama. So I didn't know. I just recently saw it on YouTube. Somebody explained why it's great anime. So now I'm like, oh, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
So I will soon. Okay, more questions. More Animaniacs are coming back. You're a huge Animaniacs fan.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited.
Yeah,
it's a Hulu exclusive.
Hulu, okay. I give Viva Chan a shout out for that.
There you
go. What? Necromancer King. Hey, Robyn, it's Marcus. How are you and your friend? Wow, the cat just fell into the
Jeffrey
lines.
Jeffrey, what are you doing?
Causing trouble. So.
Hey, Marcus. And there's a puppy.
Oh, you mean the Emma?
Hi, Emma.
Here, Emma. Come here. I don't know. Can anyone see?
We see a head.
We gotta get over here. Can you see? There we go.
Hi, Emma.
There's
oh, here's your puppy.
Big Neapolitan Mastiff. Yeah, believe it or not, the cat terrorizes the dog.
I believe that.
The dog is bigger, but the dog is also nicer and more relaxed.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Here we go, Jeffrey.
Oh my goodness.
Just getting into whatever. Stupid cat. Annoying.
Hello.
Back to me. Now I'm gonna be all crooked, but that's okay. Yeah, this is I guess cats are nocturnal, I think. So the cat sleeps all day. And then when I'm ready for bed, it's it's not. What is this? Right. Alex Smith. Did Robyn move to Australia one time, or did she live there her whole life? I always wanted to know.
I always get this question. If anything, they ask me why did I not switch the name to Anime Australia. It's like, 'cause I'm still American. And when I had a team, it was mostly Americans still living there, so. But I used to live in America. I moved to Australia to get married, and I think I made the wise choice because our COVID numbers are non-existent compared to America. Brad, don't go outside anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Good.
That's why I'm doing this with you, because I need to do something.
Woohoo! I'm giving you something to do.
Yes. And we're planning on doing this every week, right?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? And if you want to, we're gonna get our own setup like this. I'm using another thing, but anyways, we're gonna set it up to where like Robyn can go live and do this anytime she wants, and honestly, we could come on more than once a week if Robyn has something she wants to just.
And I told a few people about the podcast, and they sound like they're interested. So I'm not confirming any dates yet, but Misty Chronixia is interested in joining us one day. Nextaku is interested in joining us one day.
Awesome.
And the Phantom Strider is interested in joining us one day. I also have close contact with the other actors of Meta Runner, and they would love to join us.
That would be cool.
It would be cool. Have the Meta Runner casting crew join us one day.
Yeah, we can have anybody on at any time. It's as easy as just sending the link to whoever we want to come on, and then boop, they're on. That's pretty key. This is way better than back in the day. I think even when we were trying to do the other podcast reboot, like we had to try to use Skype, or I'm not sure if Facebook Live was all figured out yet, and I'm not sure if Zoom was a thing, or I didn't know about it. It wasn't as good as it is now, so it was just difficult to connect to people and do this. But now it's just like, here's a link, pop on, here we go, here's lower thirds and chats, and it's just all. This is how I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do way back when we did the reboot. Just like this. Just come on and just do all this fun stuff and then make a podcast out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to wait till now. So 2020 wasn't all bad because now we get new.
2020 was the year everyone decided to be a podcaster.
Right. And again, for us, that's again. Yeah. Let's try it again.
Oh, wow. Vivi-chan actually had COVID, but she recovered.
Oh, is that?
Wow.
Who's Vivi-chan?
In the comments.
Oh, Crow Valkamore. He's a friend, Anime America friend that I made back when I was on the tweets. I was tweeting for Anime America, and I made friends with him. He's pretty cool. I was trying to click on the other thing. What was it? Vivi-chan?
Right above Rose. There.
No, so who is Vivi-chan? Forgive me for not knowing.
Oh, just fan of Anime America, but that sounds pretty scary. Like, just hearing that you have it and just hearing all the numbers escalating and the death toll climbing, that cannot be good for your mental health. Like, just knowing that you have it, wondering if it's going to end you or not. Like, I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Like, I freaked out when my mom took the test and she came back positive.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
But the state of Florida released a statement saying, yeah, we kind of messed up those tests. So anyone who took a test between these dates, you need to do it again. So my mom took it again and she came back negative. I'm just like, Florida, can you do anything right? You couldn't count in the 2004 elections. You can't handle these COVID tests, and you got a state. You're known as the home of the Florida man. Come on.
Yeah. By the way, I mean, I live in the same state that they do. I think the same city. So if you ever need me to go check on them or help them out or something, let me know.
Aw, I appreciate it. They're just keeping busy with my sister and all the grandkids. I have 3 nephews. I haven't hugged them yet because I'm here.
Wow.
I was supposed to fly out late April, early May to go on a cruise with them and just meet my nephews for the first time, but then COVID.
Yeah.
It's been hard because I haven't been back home in years because of finances, but we were saving up to have a nice trip. I hadn't seen my folks or any of my friends or family in like 4 years. The only relative I've seen recently, besides, online chats, is my cousin, who her and her fiance traveled to Australia to look around, and they were like, hey, you live in Sydney. And I'm like, girl, get over here, and had a really nice time with her. And then I was trying to plan a trip back to see my mom, dad, siblings, and my beautiful, beautiful nephews, but what a time.
Jessica Eaton asks Robyn, have you seen Dramatical Murder? It's a cool anime.
The anime is not as good as the game, though.
I
know the game has like the sexy stuff, but I think the stories per chapter, per character, were a lot more thought out. I think like the anime went for the true ending, to which the true ending's funny, but I think like the pacing was okay. It was just there to advertise the game. The dubbing for it was terrible. Don't watch the dubbing of Dramatical Murder. Oof. It's a mighty oof.
I thought that was Brad I saw, said the random card captor.
Yay, it is a Brad.
Have you, man. Yay for me!
I remember those days. Just randomly, we would announce something and just play the Final Fantasy VII victory song.
I might be getting a stream deck soon, so I could just press buttons, and nice. Then the music's and the Zelda things and the and we'll do all that.
Nice.
Eventually.
We just need a yeet button. Just press it and it goes, yeet!
Yeet?
Yeet.
I can do yeet. I had to go look. This is how not into popular culture I am in right now, or at least online. I had to look. I had to go to Wikipedia, Urban Dictionary. Like, what is yeet? And, apparently, it's when someone throws something.
Yeah. Throw something vigorously while shouting, "Yay!"
Yeah.
My favorite joke from that is trick or yeet. Yeet, fine choice. Yay!
Here. I'm just gonna do it. Here we go.
I think like the first time someone said that was in a Vine. There you go.
I'm eating.
Someone said it in a Vine where like these kids are at school. I'll say, here, drink this. It's empty. Yay!
So I don't know. Is there anything that you want to let people know? Like, we could tell them about we talked about the plushies. Maybe possibly on future live shows, we might give away a plushie to not, I would say like not super chats, because then you could just buy your way into a plushie, but just a random person in the chat. Maybe we'll figure it out, but we're thinking that we might have some giveaways and make it more fun.
Absolutely.
Interactive.
Yeah. I think the next episode we'll have like all right, Brad, I'm gonna read you the plot of an anime and you're gonna tell me if it's real or not. That's the most ridiculous story ideas. You'd be like, it's fake. Nah, it's real.
The thing is, if you start with high school or with powers, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's an anime.
It's like, no, that was Sky High, the Disney movie.
Right. I will fail at that miserably because.
But then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Right. Yes. I love that. That's one of my favorite. The Airbender. Avatar, the Airbender. Okay, here we go. Our Aknogoji. Have you finished watching Fairy Tail, Robyn? I haven't even started because I watched
like the first 20 episodes and I was like, nah.
Should I watch the first 20?
I mean, you might like it. It's got fun characters and action and a lot of magical stuff, so you might like it for the action, but it's got the big eyes, Brad. We all know you hate the big eyes.
Okay. No, I don't hate the big eyes. I like the way I like the way Fairy Tail looks. I would watch it. I watched a review or something recently and got more interested in it once they explained it. I was like, oh, I might actually be into that.
Josh wants you to get a P.O. box because he wants to mail you stuff too.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. How much does it cost?
I usually pay like roughly $120 a year, but that's AUD. So I would assume America would be a little cheaper.
A year?
A year, yeah.
Well, because I'm doing other stuff. I've got this super mega ultra channel that I'm doing with my filmmaker friend. So yeah, and I've got another thing I'm doing. So it's probably a good idea to have. I will think about it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. We have to yeet.
Yeet.
Multi-yeets. I sound so like old man when I say it like that. We've got to yeet.
They're making everyone feel old when like they're like celebrate the release of Tangled that's now 10 years old, and you're like, what? Tangled's 10?
Oh, what is this? Mad Hatter Witkowski. Good idea, Robyn. Since Brad has a lot to catch up, use the idea. I don't know what idea they're referring to, but I will.
The idea. We're going to yeet anime into your face.
Oh!
Watch this. Yay! And this. Yay! And this. Yay!
Here's my thing. I will watch the first 3 episodes of any anime to give it a shot, even no matter what I think of beforehand, if someone like Robyn or someone I trust recommends it. Because I feel like I have seen a lot of animes where the first episode didn't want to watch anymore, but I stayed till episode 3 and then I loved it. So I know that I can't decide an anime's future on just one episode.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? This is my anime friend Crow. Back in the 90s and 2000s, I'd be good, but after that, I don't know anything anymore. That was sort of
90s.
Yeah, that was me. To be honest, that's why I started Anime America with you back in the day, because I kept hearing you and your friends talk about all this cool anime, and I was like, I don't have the time. You guys are just watching all of it, and I wanted to kind of, the show was an excuse for me to use you guys to filter out all the crap and tell me what's good. So that was what birthed Anime America. I wanted to know what was good because I can't watch all of it.
How to describe an anime? Is it good? No. Don't waste your time with this.
You said Tangled. I don't know what Tangled is.
It's that Rapunzel movie that Disney made.
Oh, I saw that.
It's 10 years old now. People are still worshiping it like it came out last year. It's like, it's 10 now. It's 10 years old.
Okay, I think this is a decent question from Rafe. If I were to be a patron for $1 a month, could I request an anime review?
Not yet.
No!
Even for $1, I would like send you like a cute little thank you note, contribute, saying like, hey, thank you for supporting us and whatnot. $5 is when I start adding names to my credits as a way of saying thank you. Here are the people that have been supporting my channel. And also $5 gets you into the Patreon page on Facebook where I give you like special behind the scenes and previews of my next video. They were the first one to know that you were coming back, Brad.
Who?
They're Patreon supporters.
Oh. Okay. By the way, that $1 question just randomly, RoboCop, the original, pops in my head. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah.
No one knows what I'm talking about because.
I think either $5 or $10 and up. I'd send you guys a link saying like, hey, vote for the next What Am I Watching? Because I'm not taking any Patreon requests for a while because I got like 10 or 9 to go.
Hold on.
One of them's a movie, so I might get that one over and done with.
Lorenzo Teague, hiya, Robyn and Brad. Hello, sir. As an old otaku from the Speed Racer days, you guys are always youngsters. Yay.
See, Brad, you are young.
I am old, young in the head, old in the body. That sounds attractive, doesn't it?
Sure.
All the women want me.
I actually made a video, top 5 best and worst live action adaptation. So basically any company that was outside of Japan. Because I was going to go with American movies, but there was one movie that was made in South Africa. So I was just like, okay, any live action films made outside of Japan. Because I had like so many people asking like, well, what about Black Butler the movie or Fullmetal Alchemist the movie? And I'm like, they were made in Japan, so those are the ones that don't get as much flack for existing. I'm aiming for the non-Japanese versions that are like, it's not made in Japan, so you know it's terrible. So I watch it to give it a fair chance and tell you if it's good or not. And I did my top 5 best and worst ones.
What's your ultimate opinion? Japanese anime is always better, right? I don't know. Can you say that?
I would say that, but then they made Attack on Titan live action in Japan, and it's just like, Japan can't say shit now. Sorry for my French, but it's true. They made Attack on Titan live action, and it was the worst live action anime movie that I had seen in recent years.
Was it worse than Death Note live action? Because
much worse.
That was bad.
I actually didn't mind Death Note Netflix.
Yeah, it was okay
because it gave a more emotional approach. I did not look at that character and thought to myself, "That's Light Yagami." This is not Light Yagami. That's not Misa. That's not L. These are 3 different characters. Yeah, they're named after, except for like Mia. Because I think there's Light Turner, Mia, and the other L. I treated them as if they were their own characters. And this was a different interpretation. And I thought it was a more emotional approach because this kid is trying to do the right thing, be a good student, and pass all of his classes, but some criminal killed his mom and got away with it. He's getting bullied a lot at school, and when he's trying to make a little extra money handing out cheat sheets for quizzes, he gets in trouble, but his bullies never ever get in trouble, so he's frustrated. So of course he's going to use the Death Note for a more emotional approach. He wants vengeance on the people that mistreated him, and then that gives him the godlike complex of like, well, wait, then I can start punishing. It felt like a very younger approach instead of the overlord godlike complex of a super genius that is just upset with the world and thinks that he is the only person that can use the Death Note and change the world because he's smarter than everybody. So I thought, like, you know, you already have that version. You have the anime version and you have the Japanese live action version with the smart light. This light is a more emotional kid that's just like using the Death Note, honestly, the same way that a lot of us would be using it for very, very emotional, very biased reasons. So I appreciated the idea, but I just think the execution could have been better. Instead of like, you know, he's not as bad of a killer as Mia. Mia will kill everybody when Light was just trying to kill bad guys.
Yeah. I've said this in the past, but Death Note is all-time favorite, I think, anime TV series. Like, that was the shiznit. And Full Metal Alchemist is up there, too. But I think I liked Brotherhood. I don't know. I like them both. I watched
their fandom is just so bad, though.
Yes, but it was great.
Like I like Full Metal Alchemist, and still need to finish watching it. But
you haven't finished it. Like, I'm not as anime as you.
I've had to like.
I finished it.
I've had to like finish my Patreon request.
God.
I've watched the majority of it. I know how it ends because I had to like do top 10 lists where it's just like, you know, like anything related to the ending of Fullmetal Alchemist. So I pretty much spoiled myself to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to watch the rest of it until I have time. Like, I know the bits and pieces, but I don't know everything that happens in the show, but I know how it ends. So, but I just need to watch everything else. Yeah. It's just the fandom is just hilariously bad. They're not as bad as the My Hero fandom, but the My Hero, the Fullmetal Alchemist fandom is just hilariously bad.
If I remember correctly, I loved the way Brotherhood ended better than. Just in general, I loved Brotherhood just a little bit more, but there are things in the original that were better than Brotherhood.
I felt like with the original anime, it was a little more well-paced, but I think they treated the beginning of Brotherhood like, well, you already know how it starts. Let's just skip this part.
Yeah. And that might be why I liked it. I want to put this, just because some people commented on what we were saying. J Farn 96. I wouldn't say that Japanese productions are always better, considering that Last Airbender and Legend of Korra exist, but the Japanese usually did a better job. I kind of agree, although Legend of Korra kind of dropped the ball.
Legend of Korra just kept shifting its focus, and it's just like, kept switching villains and highlighting other things. It was all over the place. It was just messy.
Yep. I think they made her too powerful to begin with, and there was like nowhere to go, sort of. And then she got too powerful too fast.
Just her battling one villain after another villain after another villain. Like, you felt for Aang because he was just a kid, but he had to take on the world's biggest responsibility at the age of 10.
Yeah. One of my favorite, I guess it was arcs. I want to say episode, but it was more than one episode. But when he found the yogi guy, I think maybe he was an earthbender, a crazy earthbender. I don't know. But no, I think he was a yoga guy, whatever. But taught him how to unlock. He was like, couldn't access certain powers or do certain things. and he sat with the yogi, and the whole episode was about him finding what emotion or what connection to the world was blocking a certain chakra, and then so he had to go through. Oh, it was so good, so good. Okay, we got a super chat. Time Warp Chronos. That is a cool name. I love your channel, and I'm glad to see you're doing okay. Can't wait to see what's next from you. Also, justice for Thea. What the hell?
Season 2 stuff.
Okay, season 2 of what?
Of Meta Runner.
Oh! See, something everyone should know now if you don't already know this about me. I'm terrible. I can't do names. My brain... I have a little bit of a dyslexia thing with ADD, and I have to. The name has to be beat into my head. I don't know names. I'm very visual. If you describe the person, oh, I know who you're talking about. I'm bad. I know.
For some reason, Harry Truman's in our chat. I'm the 33rd president of the United States. Is Harry Truman Doctor Who? Did he time travel?
I don't remember a Harry Truman from Doctor Who. I've seen every episode.
I'm just making a joke. Like, what? Why is Harry Truman traveling through time to talk to us?
Oh, I'm an idiot. What? Okay, I have to know what the hell is Samurai Pizza Cats Blind.
It is a pretty old anime. I think it was like made in the late 80s, early 90s in Japan. It was like a kiddie kind of a show, kind of, basic in Japan, but America took the dub. And it was pretty much the first abridged, but less potty mouth. They were just making fun of the animation. Like some of the lines are like, for a 2D animated character, you sure are pretty. Or they're freaking out over, trying to come up with a plan. So I know we'll have Birdman do it. Yay! Made it with 3 seconds to spare. Because there was like a timer going down. I think you would like it. It's really cute. It's very old school.
I tend to not like
piece of cake.
Cute.
It's like it's old school anime, like kind of like Ronin Warriors, Saint Seiya, but with cats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anthropomorphic animals.
It
was just for the dub. The dub itself is just funny.
I've noticed in order for me to go outside of battle anime, I need like you to recommend something that's really good. Like back in the day, what was your favorite anime? Oh man, back in the 2000s, I can't remember the name, but you let me borrow it. Crap. See, brain is bad with names. You recommended several though, huh?
Azumangadayo? I'm trying to remember what.
That one was great, but I would never have given it a chance if you hadn't have. Yeah. Because I don't know, if it's gonna be a drama or romance or anything like that, then it needs to be really good.
Yeah.
By the way, a movie, what was it? Yes, it was an anime movie I recently saw. I think it was called Your Name.
Oh yeah, Your Name. Yeah.
I loved that.
That was a good one. Boy and the Beast is also a good one.
Boy and the what?
Boy and the Beast.
Beast.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this little kid just like runs away from home, and he finds this like, it's kind of like an animal monster kind of a guy. He's like a fighter, and this kid just finds himself being adopted by this guy, even though he wants nothing to do with this kid. This kid just like wandered into their world, and he's just like, all right, fine, I'll train you, but you better not slack off. And just seeing him choosing between either stay in that world or go back to the human world, it's really cool. Really nice movie.
Okay, I tend to.
It's Karate Kid meets Jungle Book.
Really?
There you go. Pretty much. That's how Matt actually described it.
I will say I'm more easily. I will jump into an anime movie a lot quicker than I will a TV series because I like to kind of, I don't know. It's I guess because that's how I got started. Because Akira blew my mind, and then Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D, and that stuff got me. I had to see every anime after those. So for a long time, I didn't want to watch TV series, but then I caught Arjuna, Earth Girl Arjuna, and that blew my mind and opened me up to okay, I need to give TV series a chance. And then Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then all the other stuff, man. Oh,
Mikey.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh is how I discovered battle anime.
My friend Mikey's in the chat. His name's Shalane.
Where? I don't. Oh, I'll click on it. Where is it?
His name's Shalane.
Oh, Shalane.
The series are often too much of an investment.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But then
this guy,
I gotta tell you, sometimes there's not enough. Like, what was it? It was a blood battle something show that was awesome, and there was the one with the alien that took over the guy's hand. What was that called?
Parasite.
Parasite. It's so good. I want more. So yeah, some of the really great ones just end, and you don't get more. But isn't the whole reason for that is they're trying to get you to read the manga, right?
Like they'll keep it to 12 episodes and stop at a certain part of the arc in order for you to keep reading the books or the manga or play the game, etc.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened with an anime called The Titan's Bride, which you don't need to watch that. It's a yaoi. I read it a while ago, and all of a sudden it was just like, hey, it's getting its own anime. And I'm like, hold up, what? Why? Ended up being, because what Japan's doing nowadays is they take a lot of ecchi stories, short stories, and they'll animate them into like 5-minute episodes and just release them all over TV at nighttime. And Titan's Bride was one of them. And I was just like, are they really going to show the edginess of the Titan's Bride? Because oh boy. But they just didn't. They just stuck to the basic plot. They skipped all of the smut, and they just stopped it at a certain point where it's just like, is this supposed to get me invested in watching it? Because I read it first, so I was already interested from the advertisements I saw on Facebook. But this show, it just felt like it wasn't doing its job selling me the product.
Yeah.
Guess to say Titan's Bride is a candidate for most disappointed in 2020. Yeah, basically.
Crow says Brad just named off several of my favorites. Arjuna is an amazing anime. Hell yeah. Blood Plus is decent too.
Blood Plus, yeah.
Lorenzo. Wasn't there a Blood Plus movie? I could have swore I saw the movie.
There's a lot that's the Blood series. There's Blood C, Blood the movie, Blood Plus. And I think there's one more.
I was just saying I like the movie. Hold on. There was another thing I was going to put up here. Oh, you're a Fruits Basket person, Robyn.
Yeah, they remade it.
Jessica Eaton.
I only had time to watch the first episode. But from the first episode, I thought to myself, it's pretty much exactly like the first series. But if they're going down the path that's like, oh, we're going to keep going and tell you the full story, because Fruits Basket stopped at a certain point. Fruits Basket, the reboot, they're going to keep going. So I think that reboot, as long as they just stick to the original manga, it will be better than the original series, because at least it'll keep going. But I can't give too much of an opinion because I've only seen the first episode, but so far it was good.
Okay. How do you have all that time to watch all that anime? Do you watch anything other than anime?
I just lose sleep. I watch YouTube videos, and I think the only series that's not anime that I have been watching is Mandalorian.
Yeah. Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's so cute.
I want one. I think everybody wants one.
Like Brendan was just like that. He watched the first episode. I wasn't really interested because I'm just getting tired of Star Wars at this point.
Yeah.
But then he was just like, watch the first episode. I'm just feeling frustrated because I'm like, I don't feel like it, but fine. Because he won't. If he needs me to watch something, he won't shut up about it. And then I just see Baby Yoda at the end. And I'm just like,
Season 2 is even better, man. Episode 1 started off with a bang, I thought. Really liked it.
I'll need to watch it. I know Brendan watched it, but I haven't watched it yet, but I need to watch it. But I say we should
wrap up like soon. You. Is it called You Lie in April?
You're Lie in April. That was a sad one.
Should I watch it? I'm interested. I
don't think it'll be your forte. It's a romance drama.
I'm good. I will if it's good, well written, great, good dialogue.
Basically, this kid is recovering from his childhood trauma, and he used to be like a piano protege and the top of his field, but his mother passing away just caused a lot of stress, especially with how she raised him. And for some reason, he cannot hear the notes that he's playing. Like his mind just shuts away any note that he presses on the piano. So he can't hear anything from the piano anymore. So he just quit. But then he meets this girl who has a spring in her step, full of life and joy and music in her heart. And she's like playing the violin, all these other instruments with just so much joy that it just catches his attention and makes him kind of want to get back into music, but he's still dealing with the trauma of his past.
Jerome Schlichter says you should watch Star Trek the Animated Series. He says it's really good. What do you think?
I think that was an old school. Wait, I think they actually have a new one that's coming out soon.
Yep, like it's on CBS. If you buy, what is it? If you pay for the CBS service.
Star Trek Discovery bored the hell out of me, and Picard just upset me because he wasn't acting like Picard.
Yeah, just personal opinion. I didn't like Picard so much, but I did really enjoy Discovery.
I might give it another glance, but Picard, I'm just like, wait, he was friends with Data? He talks to Data like they were soulmates, and it's like I don't remember him being this obsessed with Data.
Yeah, I don't know anyone
that's all over the place, and it's like, is this Picard or the everybody else show?
Yeah, I haven't heard of anyone that praised.
Basically, like Red Letter Media voices my opinions on Picard perfectly.
Okay, yeah, there was another. Hold on. What is has
been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Oh,
okay, Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. What the hell is that?
Okay, so an animator who showed a few animatics in her own animation style started a Kickstarter to produce a show called Has Been Hotel, which is about the Princess of Hell wanting to create a hotel to give souls of the damned another chance at heaven. So she would take them in, teach them how to be good, and if she thinks that if she thinks that they're ready, then maybe she'll present them to heaven. Yeah, like, see, they've done their time, and I think they're ready for, a second chance. But no one's really taking her seriously. And she has this hotel ready for anyone who wants another chance at being good to go to this hotel, but no one's listening to her. And this really deadly demon known as the Radio Demon stops at her hotel and offers to help her just out of sheer boredom and entertainment, thinking that this is going to be cringe-tastic entertainment for all of hell to watch. And he's an entertainment guy. So he's only going to give her the things that she needs to get the hotel up and running just to watch her fail. The animation is gorgeous. It's free to watch on YouTube. It has the pilot episode.
Okay.
And then there's Hell of a Boss, which is based in the same area, but it's a different story. And it's about these demons who have a book that could get you back to the living. And they offer a service in hell. Hey, if you know someone in the living world that you hate and you want to watch them die and get sent to hell, hire us.
Sounds like Hell Girl in a way.
Kind of, but funnier. And it has Richard Horvitz as one of the characters.
I loved Hell Girl. That's the shit.
Do you remember Richard Horvitz, the voice of Invader Zim?
No.
Or Angry Beavers?
I've seen some of Invader Zim, but I don't remember voices from that.
He's a pretty talented guy. I think he was also in the Spyro games as one of the villains. But yeah, everyone's seen those episodes. They're praising the style, the story, the presentation. They love the characters, especially a character like a demon in hell that used to be a 1920s gangster. When he died and was sent to hell, he decided to become a transgender demon, and basically one of the sluttiest demons in all of hell. But is so proud of it. Mm-hmm. And she has like the biggest foul mouth in all of hell. It's so precious.
Okay.
Wow, I am so insulting. Why don't you come back to me when you have better insults? And just goes on a string of like insults back to back, and you're just like, damn, girl, damn. Okay. What is it? AR1 num? R1 num? Don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, I was reading the comment ahead.
Go ahead.
Late reply, but I read The Titan's Bride. I have no idea it had an anime. How do you animate something that steamy without it being a hentai? Well, that's just it. Like, they're producing all these other contents of like hentais into short animated series on live television in Japan, but later at night. So it's basically Adult Swim with hentai. They don't really animate the lovemaking scenes that well detailed. It's like, hinted, like you'll see their bodies move, but you don't see any nudity. So it's like adult entertainment without too much of the reveal, and that's how they're doing it. They just did not give the same treatment with The Titan's Bride. They did it with But I'm a Father, which is another yaoi. They did it for that, but for Titan's Bride, they didn't really touch it. It's like, well, okay then. I just don't know what was the point in animating it if you weren't going to give it the same treatment as the other products you're animating.
Harry Truman asked,
there he is.
Have you heard of oversimplified history?
I believe I have, and I used that for when I was researching the history that Rurouni Kenshin was based in. I think that's what I use as a reference, because I think they just take everything about certain points of history and just compress it into a quick and easy to understand video. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up soon because I'm getting hungry.
Okie dokie. Just throwing this in there, Steph L says, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? It's pretty good. 3rd season's coming out now. Some content.
It's a very weird title for that show, because it's a show where like these characters get blessings from a certain goddess, and the main character gets a goddess's blessing, but she's not the best goddess. Like, she's like one of the cheaper goddesses, but it was the only one that he could afford. And so she's there to try to help him go through these dungeons to level up, bring back expensive rewards so that they can try to build their guild up even stronger and better and catch up with all the other guilds. But he's also flirting with a girl he keeps meeting in the dungeon who's part of another guild. So it's cute. and the catchphrase "Hestia is Bestia" became a thing.
I'm only aware of it because Tara, who was an anime American a little bit back, she did a YouTube show. I forget, what is it called when you dub something? Abridged. Yes, they did an abridged how to pick up girls in a dungeon or something. I forget what it's called. I'm bad memory, bad Brad. But I just can't watch the
cutesy wootiness.
What is it called? Harem anime. It's just
they're pretty much all the same, except the one that I think is kind of the exception. I'm sadly hearing that it's kind of turning into another harem, but the beginning, the Rising of the Shield Hero, was just so brilliant, and
the way that the beginning,
the Rising of the Shield Hero.
Okay, so the title is The Rising of the Shield Hero?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first series, it is so good, and I highly recommend it. Like, each girl that ends up in his guild, because the main theme of Rising of the Shield Hero is about a guy who gets summoned from his world into a different world, but he's there with 3 other guys, and it's like, okay, well, that's different. All 4 of them have to work together to save this kingdom's world in order for them to get back, and they were just... each of them get like their own sacred item. The main character gets a shield and he's not allowed to use anything else. So he's defense. So they're already making fun of him because he can't really fight. It's like, well, I'm still one of these sacred heroes, right? Later on, he gets accused of a crime he did not commit, i.e. a girl accused him of touching her, to which he never did. And the whole kingdom condemned him to be like scum of the earth, lower tier, just... they would execute him if he wasn't a chosen hero. So they just leave him to just fend for himself with no one around him. It's like the darkest isekai you could ever ask for, but written well. And every girl that like comes into his party, they just they help him and they appreciate him and they know the truth about him, but their characteristics only make him look worse. Because in order for... he can't fight, and he's having a hard time leveling up because no one's there to fight with him, so he purchases a slave to train her to fight. And she's just a little kid, but he's just like, I'm at a desperate point right now, and I will protect you. I just need you to do the stabby stab. You're not going to get hurt. I'm going to make sure you do not get hurt. I'm desperate to the point where I need someone in my team to just have a sword, stab, level up, and we can work together on this. But there's the, you purchased a slave, and he's like, well, it's not like you're going to give me anyone to help you save the world.
How about one more question?
Okay. But yeah, definitely check out Rising of the Zero.
That wasn't the one. I clicked the wrong.
Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah. Hello, Milton Cobb. Hello, guys. I have a question. If there's a reboot of the Kirby anime, this time being dubbed by Viz Media Dub, would you guys watch it?
Sure. Sounds cute, kawaii desu.
I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Okay, so in order to torture Brad, we need to tie him down to a chair and just force him to watch cutesy stuff. Anything else, he'd be like, yeah. I was like, no, we're gonna make you watch Kirby. No.
Okay. Part of the cutesy that I can't take is the super high pitched, little girl voices.
We'll make you watch Love Live.
I haven't been diagnosed with Asperger's, but I know I have it.
Mikey.
Those high pitched, I can't take. Can't take it. Even if it's not a cutesy anime, I don't know. That's just part of. It's weird. I sort of, at first, I have to tell you, I had to. Back when we started Anime America,
yeah,
I was really not into most anime because all of the just I guess the drawings, the stuff they would take from manga and put in the animes, where the eyes would do these weird things and the mouths would be weird, and the just really over the top acting and the.
Sounds like you're describing the mid 2000s animation where you just looked at the art and you ask yourself, "Where's your nose?" Your eyes are like taking up the majority of your face, and your mouth is so tiny that your nose is non-existent.
Yeah. So, and I don't. And the chibi, I don't know. It's cute, but it's just the big heads and tiny bodies, and it's weird. I don't get it. Like, there's a Marvel show, I think, with like chibi people. It's like, I don't. Yeah, it would be torture.
I'm pretty sure he's seen Madoka Magica, though.
Yes. See,
yeah, that was the dark
gray
one.
area where I can get into it.
That was the dark one.
But if you get just really cute and there's no point, they're just saying things and being cute and yeah.
Like if my friend Jonathan was in the chat, I'd be going, just to really piss him off because he doesn't like it.
I'm not sure I'm a fan. Okay. Can we?
Robyn needs to eat and do some errands, so I gotta get going. And you need to.
It's funny because
Jeffrey.
You're sort of starting your day, and I'm ending it.
Yep. Funny how time differences work. See, look how sunny it is. Look at that sunshine. Ugh.
It's 9:30 at night where I'm at.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey. That's what it is. Timey-wimey. Okay, so are we going to try this next? Same time, same anime channel?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll ask around and see who's available next week, and we'll try to get a special guest star with us.
Yes. And, right. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America.
Yeah.
I don't know the other times in other countries, but maybe you could Google it, figure it out from there. Sunday, 7 p.m.
Okay.
We'll try to do it every week. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do something every week. That's for sure.
Yay.
All right. Peace out. Word to your anime mothers.
That's how we're gonna sign out.
Yeah, we don't have a thing yet, but we'll figure that out.
I usually just say more awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned to Anime America. Bye-bye.
Yay!
There you go.
Hold on.